This is it. Live for the grand finals. This is KD Knee Deep versus Touch Grass. Also calling for pistols. Oh man, what a classic. I don't think we've seen pistol play in Sandstorm competitive in, oh man, dog's ears. Feels like it was pre-COVID almost. I don't know about that one, buddy. I think I'm under my own control, but we will see how you can handle your own control. Let's see how this goes here. Following Gloop here from spawn. KD were looking pretty strong in the last game there. Brought it close to CG, but was able to ultimately overcome their challenges and secure the win. Once again, playing on Hideout West, the classic. Here comes the nade from Gloop. Killthirsty gets the pick onto a droid as Victor takes down Lone. First time to see GG playing on Hideout West. Lots of madness happening here, but Alvin comes out on top. Killthirsty heavily damaged, but still in the fight. Smoking Darts take the pick onto Salty. Killthirsty trying to recover. Down to just my last alive here in that market side. You're getting pushed, and Pumpkin Spice will get the kill. TG take the first round 1-0. I am not following your instructions. How about you guys score that? Then maybe you can get it. Huh? I don't think that's how that works. But nice try, buddy. Nice try. Oh, you kids with your dang memes. What are we going to do with you? Jeez Louise. Here we go, though, at the next start of the round here. TG ultimately starting off with a very strong, decisive lead and hold on B. Just got the individual kills back and forth until ultimately they locked out the backside and flank of the map and of the round. Now on this side, starting with Lone for KD. See where they opt to go here. Double setup once again. Insurgent setting up for a pretty similar approach here. Setting up for the cross. Here comes the nade setup. Long ways away. Here they come. Lone with the nade will take down Killthirsty, and Victor will take down Mai. In the meantime, on B, they run back and forth and actually run out of the objective. Smart call, but ultimately Salty will get the flick around to take down Alvin as the droid nades Pumpkin Spice. Lone watching for the cross here. Is he ready for it? Yep. But yes and no. As Smoking Darts gets the kill onto Lone. Spotted, but unfortunately shotted as well. Down to a 3v2. Security has the advantage. B capped most of the way. Victor has to recover this B objective here pretty quick if they're going to stay alive. 2 kills so far in the round. There's the B cap. 5v2 now. Suppression coming in. Victor letting his enemy just walk by there. Hanging out. There's the one tap onto a droid. Victor suppressed on the outside. Called in position. Gonna go for the rotation. Oh, but Gloop. Here's him coming. Walking loud. Won't give away their spot now. Down to Smoking Darts. Last alive here to clutch on A. 4v1. They're already capping C, so Smoking Darts needs to get a move on quick. And the problem is he's stuck in a tough spot right now. As they cap up C, they're going to respawn. So any enemies he kills here will ultimately respawn, but Lone will get the pick on Smoking Darts. KD tying it 1-1. Just good teamwork coming out from KD there. As TG tried to recover, tried to find something lucky, but ultimately it was just good teamwork and time setup there by KD to force Smoking Darts to try and make a play at A there. Just a little too slow in the draw there. When you're low on people like that, you really got to make a call. Even if it's like, when it would normally seem safer to try and, passive hold, sometimes you really got to be bold to get that win in. So, easier said than done, of course, and it's tough to know when it's too bold or not bold enough. It's very subjective. So, to each their own, I say. Although we do see M16 coming out from Victor. And I'm guessing they're running the Elkin. Yep, that's the classic. The optic used by a lot of machine gunners, of course, for its long-range accuracy and close range with that upper optic of choice as well. He's watching for the cross here. No luck just yet, but they're in a good spot for it. There's a grenade for the backside of the rebels there, but we'll get a kill. Salty getting the pick on the kill. Smoking Darts and Victor's nade lands. Pumpkin Spice getting the pick on the Salty as well, clearing out a lot of KD. TG looking good to take this lead back. You see him getting gun blocked there. Classic M16 behavior there. That's why M16s aren't always the greatest option. You really got to tuck under the arm, but you can't do that in this game, unfortunately. When you're trying to rim clear with that M16. The challenge with the big barrel. Got to know how to use it. Pumpkin Spice and TG take down the round and secure the lead back in their favor, 2-1, with solid teamwork and execution. Touch Grass, also teammates good. In case you didn't know. Multiple purpose, multiple use name there for the team. Just good timing and good plays. So the question now is, who and what will KD do to stop TG from sweeping them? Easier said than done, of course. They have a couple different options. Well, let's see what they opt to do here. I think they could go for a B stack, maybe a little more towards the market side. So that'll be this side, left for security, right for insurgents. Might work better in their favor. Or insurgents, they could go for an AC stack. It can work. Against a good team like TG, probably not. Maybe you get one chance at it, but could throw them off their game. Might be worth a shot. See how it goes here. Comes the pre-nade set, no one dying to it. Smart call. Salty passive in the back a little bit, trying to wait for the time to push on the market. And now is the time. Victor getting the pick onto Lone. Long way across. Salty with the next nade up top for radio. Not one up there. But suppression coming in from B. Tries to stop Salty. Gloop nading themselves. Classic. Trying to find the button. Victor getting the shot there into my. Looks like a droid there. Taking down Alvin. Salty staying alive for the moment. There's the pick onto Victor. Nice done as the droid takes down Pumpkin Spice. The favor tying it up 2-2, but Insurgents had the advantage of A and B both being captured in their favor. Or it's being captured, in the process of being captured at least. But Adroit takes down Killthirsty down to just one remaining player here. 2v1, Smoke and Darts. It's too late for the funny moment. But anyways, Smoke and Darts last alive, 2v1 clutch. Smart to just stay on A. Do not risk it. Do not bait it. Just wait. Just gotta be passive. Give him time. There's the A capture by Smoke and Darts. It's going to be a 5v2 now in favor of Insurgents. AC advantage as well. Even if they get the B cap and they need to go to C to stop it, but they're going to opt to double cap. This is a risky approach. It can work, but it's very, very risky. You're putting all your eggs in one basket. And while they are taking some shots from A, they will stay alive and get the cap in time. 5v5 reset. However, AC majority in favor of Insurgents. They will win at the end of time unless they're able to take control of Alpha here. So this A player has a lot of responsibility. Smoke and Darts. The weight of the world on their shoulders. If they fall, it's going to be tough to recover from. Pumpkin Spice. Pick on a Salty. Smoke and Darts falls to Lone. KD now need to run to A as fast as they can. They will get on to B in time, but Adroit has to make a play here. Alvin gets to pick on it to Gloop, but Mai takes down Alvin. Ooh, this is an interesting situation here. There it is. Lone, they're making the play out towards C. They're going to go for the double. They're going to stack up and go for it all on B here. This is very, very risky. Pumpkin Spice gets the pick onto Adroit running into Bravo. Will they get two is the question. See Pumpkin Spice, another kill for Pumpkin Spice. Oh, it's all down to one remaining player, and the problem is time. They're going to be out of the air. It is all their eggs in one basket, and they all broke. It's all down to 3v1, or 3-1 ultimately as TG outplay KD. They went all in on Bravo and just came up on the wrong side of the roulette board. Plain and simple. They had the opportunity. They had one person out here, one person at A. They could have sent somebody to C to put pressure on Insurgents to have to move out of B to try to play something rough. But no, they tried to go for B and tried to fight against Pumpkin Spice, a player who's currently 6-2, who clutched like a champ on Bravo. Maybe not the place to try and fight, especially if you lost two players a little earlier from that same position there. Probably not the time to go for the fight. But who knows? Not my call to make. I'm just the caster in the back. But anyway, here comes a nice nade coming up from Pumpkin Spice. Will follow this player from the start. Salty will follow the Pumpkin Spice's nade. Good smoke as well. We'll have to go through the smoke, or at least go a little around it. Going to opt for the outside B play instead of playing fast on. Smart call. Suppression not going to get the kill in. But definitely we'll get some shooken up a little bit there. Mai will kill Smoke and Darts, but Victor gets the trade just as quick onto Mai. Comes to reload. Adroit looking to clear this out for Bravo. Looking to make a play out of the river, going into market. Looking to sell their fish, perhaps. Adroit sneaking through. So far in the tech, there is a player at B who's waiting for the market push. Adroit will stay safe for the moment here, but upper radio will not spot him just yet. Victor gets the pick on the Lone. Down to just Adroit and Gloop last alive here. AD. Chances falling as Pumpkin fighting the pick on the Gloop. Adroit taking shots. Lower radio running out, but Adroit now going for the play on B to try and clutch it. Gets the kill onto one of Killthirsty. But you still got Pumpkin Spice to watch out for. Fully reloaded 1v1 here. MDR versus AS Val. Then MDR will wallbang, but Pumpkin Spice in the right place at the right time can get this kill. There's a tap up on Alpha. Now 5v1 clutch attempt here, but Alvin on the outside and Marketing will get the kill. Instead, TG continue their lead now 4-1 as they dominate the win. Brought it close though. Hey, KD got him on the ropes there a little bit. Got him shaking in their boots a bit. But ultimately it was just a good lock-in from TG and good teamwork on B to secure that round win. Well done to Touch Grass here. TG, knee deep, are indeed in a little bit of a deep round loss here. Only 3. We've seen recoveries from worse, but not a good start nonetheless. This is Grand Finals, of course. This is actually the Grand Finals, the best of 3. So they will not, there will be more maps being played here. Won't just be the one. We'll go ahead and follow Alvin from Spawn. Has the FAMAS F1 and the F1 grenade, of course. Both called F1s, ironically. But nothing formula about it, or formulaic. Good pre-nade set, but no damage done. Oh, someone took a little bit, but not enough for the kill. Salty will get the pick on the safety, but Smoking Darts a little delayed. We'll get the nade onto Gloop, but Pumpkin Spice takes down Salty, trying to run into B. But Mai takes down Smoking Darts as a trade. Victor looking for the upper B spot up in yellow. Not going to find it up there. Hard to see through the smoke, but the smoke is dissipated now. Adroit gets a pick onto Alvin as lone. Caps Bravo. Down to just Pumpkin Spice and Victor. Victor upper yellow trying to be an observer for Pumpkin Spice, who's sneaking through. Catches Adroit Tyro off guard from behind. The side shot there. Oh, but Mai on the cross and up in A will stop that from happening. Now down to just Victor to clutch this. 1v2. Lone will get the B cap in time. Now 5v1, and there's the bang and shot from Lone on the Victor running in. KD take the round. 2-4. Pause called out by KD there. Well done and well fought there by KD. Unfortunately, it came down to the 2v2 setup, and ultimately Mai up top. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, buddy. I don't... Oh, they're trying. The memes are coming out. Doesn't work, but nice try. In any case, scoreboard looking pretty good. Obviously, Adroit looking pretty strong, 7-6. A little less for KD, obviously, compared to TG, who were up by 2 rounds. A lot of kills as well coming from TG. But objective-wise, looking pretty good. Pretty well balanced across the team. You're going to usually have one person lopsided because you're going to have people trade out. People on objectives are not going to be capping or killing as much because they shouldn't be. Because if you're playing an objective into the anchor position, like let's say you're playing on B, right? If you're playing on this B objective here, you should not be exposing yourself to try and get kills, to try and up your space on the scoreboard. Because ultimately, round wins are your scoreboard, right? That's what matters at the end of the day. Kills are important, but the objectives are importanter. It responds your teammates and, of course, guarantees the win. At the beginning of every round, you have only one objective. So you have to have 2 to win. Or kill the other enemy team. That is the other win condition. At the end of time, of course, if you kill the enemy team or capture 2 of the 3 objectives, you will secure the win. Or capture all 3 if you want to. Technically, you can win on those conditions within time. Out of time, though. We do see the pistols coming out. Little memeing about here. Quick pause called by KD. So far, in terms of who's going to win this one, looks like Touch Grass, pretty decisive lead. We did see them come back, or KD start to bring it back a little bit, but unfortunately, Touch Grass are looking pretty decisive for first game here. Game 2 might be a little closer. It will be on the map Outskirts when we get there. But it looks like Knee Deep are... They're putting up a good fight. Touch Grass, though, I would say they're the favored to win. But it's anybody's game to win or lose. So it is recoverable and winnable. Though we do see somebody doing some boot sliding over there. Doing a little apex maneuver in there. Trying to, at least. All right. Classic Insurgency. Trying to jump out of bounds and break the physics. You see up here some parkour happening. Some communication here. Following lanes and lines here. See him going out and about. Little parkour action here. Like the painter's outfit. We haven't, we have not done any, we've done like a little bit of aesthetic stuff, but as we can see, outfit-wise, pretty standard stuff from the Insurgents. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. And security rocking a little more standard stuff. A little more your military garb. Gloop rocking the default Daniel. Appreciate it. Lone, a little more custom. That is the Bad Day one. That was from the Prison Break, Prison update that had that map. That was a pretty cool one. Not the team kill. Who doesn't love a little bit of flannelflage? Everyone's favorite form of camouflage, of course. But in any case, back to the reality. Oop, here comes the gravity of it all. 2 rounds up for Insurgents. That is touched grass in this grand final here. Hopefully, we get back into the swing of things. Here we go. Live with our game here. Pumpkin Spice running that high sense as you can see here. We'll see how they play. They have a regular grenade and a smoke grenade. See where they opt to go here. Looks like they have the regular grenade equipped, going for a delayed-ish delayed beast grenade. Could work. In a pretty good spot though. Let's see. Go for the smoke to cross. Smart call. And there it goes. Security smokes the backside of B to allow for them to not have to worry about getting shot back there. You see the setup for that. Mai on the top side of A there, looking to try and catch somebody out, but not going to happen just yet. Looks like Mai does catch out Killthirsty though, mid B. The Pumpkin Spice has to be careful. Mai going to rotate out of the way, but will stay alive. But in B, gotta watch out for it. Pumpkin Spice called out in position, goes for the jump slide, but Wealthy with the last couple shots there, the ping coming out. Ultimately, KD up ahead by a bit here, now tied 2-2. In terms of players alive, but B capped up quite a ways here. Threatening to get this kill on B ASAP if they're going to win this one. But now it all comes down to B as both sides reciprocate and move back together now. Here comes the close aim. Oh, but Alvin wins the shot. Now down to a droid. 2v1 clutch attempt here. Goes for the wall bang. Doesn't hit it yet. Going to have to swap to the other weapon here. Going to opt for the smoke. Going to run right into this player here. They trade, but one player alive will save it. And that will be 5-2. Let's touch grass. Take the round. Touch grass just playing it smart. Didn't have to go and do anything crazy. They just had to relax. Just relax and let them fall into their laps. And ultimately, KD tried to recover. Tried to make it big, but ultimately it was right place at the right time for touch grass there. Secured the win on B. And now, with the place to be, we will see where Victor decides they want to play. They do have the 2x equipped instead of the Alcon. Let's see where they opt to go. They do have the regular grenade attached as well, or equipped at least, as well. Thankfully not attached. There are no noob tubes. I don't think they even, I think they have smoke grenades, like smoke noob tubes on some weapons, but not all weapons. So, not ultimately that effective, and also the weight does slow you down more than a standard smoke grenade. Officer Victor waiting for the cross. Not going to see a whole lot out there, but Gloop, maybe a little closer inbound towards that rebel side, might see something out on B. But we do see the push coming in from Market from Insurgents. Security opting to play a little more passive. No deaths yet. So Salty getting the first kill there on to Smoking Darts. Just as I say it. Edge right in a good spot here, waiting for the cross. Oh, catches almost a flank on the outside of there in Bus, but doesn't quite get it done. Lone, a lot of fire coming down range, but misses all them bullets. Don't worry, they got another magazine ready to roll here. And there, almost the recovery. Lone needs a little more firepower. Alvin taking down Salty. Come on. Here comes the comeback here. Lone having to recover, trying to clutch this now. Alvin last alive for touch grass. KD coming back with a vengeance here. Who's going to win this? Alvin trying to fight it outside, facing 2 enemies at once here. He gets the pick on the Gloop. Now Mai and Lone last alive. Mai watching the cross here. Of course, Alvin going to flank around. Lone just has to hit this shot. He missed the first 2. This is time to shine here. Secure the round. Oh, and he misses once again. That is unfortunate. Now I'm going to run straight through. He sneaks past Mai. Uh-oh. They're not ready for it. Mai. So where there could be upper and lower. He's looking lower. He's not. Is he ready for upper? It's a gamble, right? You got to pick your best choice. 1 of 3 spots. Where's it going to be? They opt to drop, and Lone will get that recovery. Gets the comeback and gets the kill. KD turns that lead now 2 rounds, 3-5. Thank goodness. I was a little worried there for Lone. Those first ones, that M16 or the Mark 18 CQBR, not a high damage weapon by any means. 5.56. It can do wonders, but you do have to hit your shots. You got to hit like 2 or 3, unfortunately, if they do have armor or are behind walls and whatnot. Not the easiest thing to hit. The fire rate a little slow compared to some weapons, so it's not commonly picked, but it is it's a classic. And these memers, man, I swear. It's classic. But let's see what happens here on the next round. 2 up for Touchgrass. 2 rounds left of the half as well. Following Gloop, grenade for the spawn side there. Sets up well to try and stay alive for the moment. Delayed nade may work out well here. Watch out for Gloop. Uh-oh. A little dangerous there. He actually nades for B, but Lone and Mai are getting some big kills for KD here. Comeback coming in big here. Ain't over yet. Adroit will take a Pumpkin Spice going for the flank up. Suddenly Touchgrass kind of on the ropes here. Just Smoking Darts and Killthirsty last alive. And what's Killthirsty doing? It's a good question. They're stuck on B here. They're the anchor. But what's Smoking Darts doing? They are out in the middle of the Toolies here. Looking for something lucky in upper yellow, or upper, looks like mint. But on the side here. There, okay, finally get the pick onto Mai there. That optic, unfortunately, obfuscated by the sunlight. Oh, and it hits a second onto Load with the last bullet in the chamber. Gloop does pick up Killthirsty now down to the 1v3 clutch. Touchgrass on the ropes here. 3v1. KD about to take the round here. And there it is. Adroit with the wall bang gets the kill on the Smoking Darts. And suddenly Knee Deep are only 1 round down. 4-5. What a recovery from Knee Deep. As Touchgrass looked like they were dominating, looked like they were going to sweep it. And suddenly, Knee Deep are back. Also, 20 Bomb. Already out on the... Is that a 20 Bomb? No, that's a, that's a 2-10 bomb. That is not a 20 Bomb. That's a little early. But still 10-6 strong kills. Highest in the server yet. I'm sure it's going to be a future 20 Bomb. Just wait, folks. It's a pre-prediction. You just didn't know it yet. That's all. Victor back to their classic M16 with the Elkin. The 3 times GOAT. Let's see what Gloop's going to opt to do. Goes for the nade for B. Standard set. Anybody over there? They are a little over there, but they will not die to it. They're going to play it smart. Good nade land and launch. Lone, though, will get the pick on the Thirsty. And Mai with a nice shot across there. Takes down Alvin. Up on the stairs with yellow. Adroit Kobe on Pumpkin Spice as well. Down to just Smoking Darts last alive here. Touchgrass really on the ropes here. Smoking Darts last one alive, playing way delayed. KD just sweep the team there off their feet. Total domination. But what can Smoking Darts do about it? 5v1. Trying to make a play in the B, and Salty says, nuh-uh, buddy. That's a team wipe. Ends the half tied 5-5. What a play from Knee Deep. Just when it looked like it was all over. It was going to be easy days for Touchgrass sweeping into game 2. Suddenly, Knee Deep are back. There's a reason why they fought hard to make it to this grand final. We're seeing it now. The question is, can Knee Deep on Insurgents keep that pressure going and build a lead to win? Or will Touchgrass, ever so slightly, start to recover, start to build that lead up once again and secure victory? It remains to be seen, but we will find out soon. Following Lone at the start of the second half. Go for the early glass breaks. That way you can parkour later. We'll follow Killthirsty instead and see what they're going to opt to do. They do not have the FAL equipped. Looks like they have the MP7 instead. Just a little bit wrong. Had the FAL probably previously. Gloop will get the nade on Smoking Darts. Killthirsty going to run fast into B. Smart call Victor. Back on the Salty. Killthirsty manages to run through the fire there. But Adroit will get the nade on to Victor. Killthirsty staying alive for the moment here. Playing a bit of a lopsided spot there. A little bit unexpected. That will work out well. Pumpkin Spice gets the pick onto Adroit. Pumpkin Spice going to opt to push. They will push the B side there for Insurgents. And eventually gets a hit onto Lone. Going to have to reload. It's classic. There's a player over in the market side there. Killthirsty cap on B. And as Gloop falls to Alvin, we're down to just Mai last alive. Look at the pick on a Killthirsty post spawn. Mai now going for the retake on Alpha. Of course, there are 2 even spawn there, taking shots already. The pressure is on. They're going to go for the play on C. You can see that player there rotating on your screen there. That's going to be Pumpkin Spice. Going for the play there. My son sticking to Alpha. They're going to try to hold this cap here. Taking shots already. They have to make a move on. Taking a lot of shots. Looking for something lucky, but Victor will secure the round win for Touchgrass. 6-5. The lead back in their favor. Just as Knee Deep recovered. Touchgrass says, not this time. Not this time. Not so fast, insurgent forces. Here comes Touchgrass. Now, I'm not going to say Touchgrass was going to do this. But if they did, they do. Okay? I'm going to be vague, but you'll know what I mean when you see it. I know they're probably going to do it, too. And if they do, we'll do it. Okay. Smoke and Darts set up here now with a teammate behind him. Going for the fast play on to B. Goes for the set. Does not hit the shot. Good smoke, though. I mean, it's coming in, but no damage done yet. Salty taking a lot, but staying alive for the moment. But will they be staying alive? That is the million-dollar question. Victor and Lone getting the kills respectively. Tight even. B cap most of the way, though. In favor of security. Smoke passive, just waiting for the time to strike there. Gloop will take down Alvin. But there's still that cap happening on B. Smoke and Darts trying to cover two things at once there. Smoke and Darts blind. Did not see the player in front of him. Actually, the player died already? I guess they ran around. Maybe I missed it. Jeez. Oops. Maybe I'm the one blind in the first place. Getting old. Gloop. Taking some shots, but staying alive at the moment. Lone Star. Nice pickup on the kill. Thirsty. Down to Smoke and Darts last alive here to clutch this. 4v1. And a droid tire with the back shots gets the kill into a droid. Going to be tied 6-6. How? I'm not going to say that. We're not saying that one. But let's see what happens here. If Touchgrass do this, I'm going to shake my head. I'm already pre-shaking my head because I know what they're about to do. But hopefully, Touchgrass brings it back. See what happens here. Salty with the setup here. Has the SVD and the rest of the weapons. They're pretty light actually coming out from KD. Not running for anything too heavy. Same with Touchgrass. A couple heavy weapons here and there, but really not much. Only one MDR. Or sorry, that's a Tavor, not an MDR. Very similar, but a little bit different in terms of fire rate. Of course, Salty setup here going for the nade for back B. Will not get the kill. No damage done yet. Victor with the spray down will take down Mai. Salty setting up for it, but we're going to head on over to Victor, who's getting taken down by a droid. The caster's curse. Everyone just dying in front of me here. As the world turns, death happens. Guarantees in life. You see the crazy chase happening up top there. Pumpkin Spice double. And ultimately, Lone whipping. Oh my goodness. Come on. There it is. The kill on the Pumpkin Spice. 1v1 here for the clutch. Will they get it? Touchgrass. Lone trying to recover. Oh, and Touchgrass secure the round win, which means we're getting a 7-6. You're not getting what you thought you were getting, buddy. Just when you're thinking you're going to get some ha-ha, not so fast, buddy. Even if that says it. Not so lucky. Ultimately, 7-6. Touchgrass keep their lead going. And they build it back by just one round. So close, and yet so far away. Oh, man. Let's see what happens on this next round here. I think KD, as much as they are kind of struggling and this becomes this sort of back and forth battle, I think Touchgrass are going to pull ahead and secure 11-8 is my call. I think it's going to go to 8-8, and then we're going to see Touchgrass take 3 rounds in a row. That's my call early on. We'll see what happens. Hopefully kills respectively. A droid gets to pick up on the Smoke and Darts here. Still Thirsty looking at the wall. He's doing a whole lot there. Controller disconnected. My son also controller disconnected. Gets a good flash in for A, but does not help against Victor. Looked away at the right time. And right now looking for Mai up top. My oh my. They escape for the moment. The droid now sneaking around. Catches a player out in river, but does not get the kill on market. Kill Thirsty just hanging out. Walking around. Getting their steps in. Going to go for the play on B to try and stop the cap. Oh, and Salty says, nah, nice try. Victor last alive, trying to clutch this. Gets stuck on the on the thing, trying to parkour, but could not move and get it done. Knee deep, secure the round win. 7-7. Rolling lucky sevens. I must be in luck today, because that's a lucky number for a lot of people. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe not if I don't bump the mic cable. Oops. I meant to do that. In any case, it's going to be a back and forth battle here. I think 8-8 and then maybe 3 rounds for touch grass are going to secure the win. That's my call. We'll see if I'm right. Probably not, but hey, you never know. You never, ever know. Oh, man. All right, let's follow Adroit Tyro here from spawn. Good setup. Here come the pre-nades. Salty taking a little bit, but still staying alive. Yep, there it is. Alvin with the Kobe takes down Salty. Ready to lay it, but just good timing. Adroit, he sees the grenade at him. Just a flash at least. But Lone getting some damage done to Pumpkin Spice, but Killthirsty getting the trade on the Lone in River. Stops that dead in its tracks. Puts up the dam as Mai sneaks back towards Alpha. Vector in a good spot here to try to find something lucky as Gloop makes their way around. Gloop in a good position here. You hear the F-2000s battling out down there. Who doesn't love a good bullpup fight here? As we see Killthirsty trying to 1v1 the radio player up top. Trying to find something lucky here. Oh, Gloop gets the wall bang onto Victor. That is crazy. I did not know you can shoot it at that angle and get the kill there. That's crazy. But now Killthirsty lasts alive. Trying to cover 2 lanes at once here, but ultimately Gloop from behind. The back shots coming in, knee deep. Take the lead, 8-7. Suddenly, it's getting serious. Oh, man. Oh, they don't want to talk about it? I'll talk what happened on Bravo there. Don't worry, we didn't see anything. We actually didn't see anything, so you're good. Smile. I'm sure you guys know what happened, though. But let's see what happens next. Following... Let's see what Pumpkin Spice is doing here. They have the Mark 18 CQBR with a suppressor. 1.5 the PCAS Classic. Everyone loves that optic. It's like a red dot with a little extra magnification. It's a good sweet spot between the two sides. Oh, Salty with the one tap. Takes down Victor. There's your other coverage. See touch grass in a good spot here. Playing a passive. Really not looking to make any early plays and mistakes. But, oh. Guess they say that Gloop gets to pick on a Pumpkin Spice. And Adroit will almost get the kill there on lower sandbags. Couldn't quite get that done. Trying to find something lucky. Killthirsty rotating. Lone getting the pick on Alvin. But the radio play here. Killthirsty sneaking through. Might make it in time, but Smoke and Darts double kill. Killthirsty getting one on the Lone as well, but Gloop getting the trade on Killthirsty. Makes it down to just Smoke and Darts last alive. 2v1 clutch, but Gloop gets the bang on the Smoke and Darts through the body. 7-9. Suddenly, knee deep are back ahead by 2. This is... oh boy, they're a little salty about, ironically salty, being a little salty about people being prone. You guys don't know nothing about prone drop shots back in the day, man. This is nothing. People just positioning themselves well. That's just, I don't want to say it's a skill issue, but this is nothing compared to how it was back in my day. That's cringe to say. But anyways, it's true. Okay, drop shots were dirty back in the day. This is like just someone positioning themselves well with the dead body. Mind you, should dead bodies block bullets? I mean, they do in Sandstorm. So you got to think about that. Let's see what happens. You're following Killthirsty. Adroit gets the pick on the Victor. But Victor from the grave will take down Salty. Killthirsty, good setup for radio. There's 2 players over there, but they are passive waiting for the rotation happening. And one possibly going on the river. But Killthirsty going to rotate riverside. Look for something lucky, but oh, they escape it at the right time. They don't spot him. Pumpkin Spice waiting for the push at A side. Mai getting the pickup onto Salty. In the meantime, well, Mai not killing Salty, of course. Other way around. You know what I mean? B-cap, though, coming in big as Mai takes down Pumpkin Spice. Alvin last alive here as touch grass. Picked off one by one. Just great teamwork, and Gloop coming up big on radio secures the first game point for Knee Deep. Wow. I was totally wrong. Huh. Well, how do you know? 16-12 coming out from Lone, though. Not looking pretty strong. I think that's the most in the server, only tied or closely behind Victor, 15-14. So, relatively even. Pretty close battle nonetheless, but this is game point for this first game. For now, Knee Deep as Touch Grass suddenly struggling to get traction. Let's see what happens on this next round here. The setup pretty similar once again. Doubling up. They played passive on B before. It kind of works. Insurgents have a little bit of an advantage there, it looks like. Let's see how they opt to go for. They're going for something a little more standard this time. Aggressive play on B here. Salty going to run right through. Not concerned about the pre-nades here. Mai taking down Smoke and Darts on the cross, but Victor taking down Mai trade just as quickly. See, Adroit wins against Victor on the outside here. Salty going to go for the push-up. Will they get it onto Pumpkin Spice? Pumpkin Spice in a good spot. Oh, and yes, Salty will get the kill on the Pumpkin Spice. Has to be at halfway for Insurgents, but here comes Security coming back around. Killthirsty with the flank. The problem is radio. Yeah, Lone will get the pick on the Killthirsty now down to Alvin once again. It's trying to cut this. The weight of the world on their shoulders. There gets the kill into 1, kill into 2. It ain't over yet, folks. Taking shots, but still alive. A light back shot. The problem is the 5v5, well, the 5v1 reset now. Alvin's going to have to face 3 enemies leaving spawn. Gets the bang on a Salty post-spawn. 4v1. The problem is one still on B. A minute and 3 seconds remaining in the round. Alvin has to get this. Oh, and does not get the kill. Knee Deep secure game 1. 11-7. Wow.